One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. And the Broncos will kick it off to get us underway. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the UNLV Rebels offense has the ball first today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust.
Turning it on! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Rebels with the 1st and 10.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UNLV.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Boise State Broncos offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll leave it with him. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The inside handoff. knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Snagged out of the air. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. He's in open space downfield. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. The give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Got his man quickly. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown Vegas. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric, he is dynamic, he'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket, and when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
And the punt. Able to smack him to the ground. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the breaks into the open. Past the first down marker and still running. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub.
Touchdown, Rebels. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
The give to the lone running back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. The sure hands, it's high. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Rebels offense is back on the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Got his man on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Second down.
Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Backed up now, here's second and long. From the gun, give on the inside. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Wants to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Trying to set up the screen. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gain.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man on the outside. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miles. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Broncos come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to throw on first down. And wings it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's moving out of the pocket. Working the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looking downfield on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got him. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on 1st down. Working the middle, it's complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks they try to aim it a little bit too much, and it'll come up short.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Absolutely perfect.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And the Rebels will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd. There he goes! Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The running back has it. Got room to work. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with a big one.
Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, 1st down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but into the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the 4th quarter game.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Finding an escape route. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these...
Touchdown, Rebels. Fit it in the window for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Caught in the backfield. It's high. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Wants to go up top. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's high. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third down, he drops to throw. Working that left side now. Off and running. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Broncos. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Pulled and fired complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Terrell. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And some room to work. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all...
He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UNLV. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That's reeled in. It's Montgomery. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Broncos can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. grab near the sticks. It's high. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this setter downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Got the back over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Going for it all. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm
turning it on. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss, pick up a bunch of yards, and maybe get a big play out of it.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Right back to the well. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Rebels have this offense rolling. The option look. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown Vegas. And they take it in for 6 more points. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to get...
Lofts one high indeed. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Swan. They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Broncos line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Waves the arm for the fair catch and the catch. Close to the 30-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up.
Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Looking to throw, it's Swan. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. It's complete to the right. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Back to pass. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. Across the 35. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their...
Oh, he's got some space. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At the 40, there he goes. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And the Broncos come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quick handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Swan. Makes the grab. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you...